Some really big changes coming to Halo MCC that not everybody is going to agree with. Some of the things that I will cover in this video include further mod support for MCC, campaign collectibles across all the games in MCC, as well as the Steam Workshop modding upload and download tool, new customization options, quality of life improvements, and microtransactions. Yeah, you guys heard that right. I'll give my thoughts and opinions at the end of the video on that. Please hit that like and subscribe if you're new here and you want to stay absolutely up to date on all the latest happenings in the world of Halo. Let's get the video started. So we're finally getting some new Halo 2 anniversary armor sets, and it looks like even weapon skins, which I've been wanting for a long time because H2A is one of my favorite multiplayer games in the collection. So I'm happy to finally see support for it. Reach definitely needs some weapon skins as well and vehicle skins, but the new Bioroid themed Halo 2 anniversary armor sets that you guys can see on your screen right now will be getting added pretty soon to MCC. Post-match poses will also be coming to the game, which we've seen in previous flights for MCC, as well as being able to customize the background video in the main menu, which is a feature I've really wanted for a long time. Mod support for Halo Reach with Halo 4 and Halo 2 anniversary in the works for the future is also coming, and the career hub in MCC will be getting a nice new coat of paint. Now 343 reiterates that with the release of Season 8 Mythic last year, that they were moving away from the model of seasons in MCC. This will continue, and the new updates will just be called series from here on out. But that's not the only thing that's going to be changed. So before there was season points, those are getting changed to Spartan points. And that's where the big bad M word comes in, microtransactions. So they said for players who are new to MCC or who may have not dedicated much time specifically to unlocking items during these seasonal updates, or are simply completionists looking to catch the last outstanding items that you may need, they're internally exploring a potential new feature for the future in the form of purchasable Spartan points in Halo MCC. 343 states that they are happy with the current system of how players earn Spartan points by completing challenges and leveling up through play, but this would be an optional additive alternative for players who might find the vast scope of content in MCC to be a little bit intimidating, and the amount of playtime needed to get those items might be too much for some people, so they can just go on ahead, skip forward, and buy their way to certain cosmetic items. They're also working on ways to fix the quick resume feature for Xbox Series S and X consoles, as well as, for example, when you are in the game and they do a playlist update, instead of having to relaunch the game to get that new playlist data, that you won't need to do that anymore. It will just update periodically right after a game ends, and you'll get a message on your screen notifying you. And as far as time frame, the target right now is later this summer. Make sure you guys stay tuned to my channel. I will keep you up to date on when they do decide to release these changes. And just a quick aside from me, so how do I feel about this? Generally, I do not mind microtransactions in free-to-play games, okay? I don't mind them in free-to-play games because they gotta make their money somehow. Video games are very costly to develop, and if it's free-to-play, well, then you have the option to pay for microtransactions or cosmetic items. As long as they're cosmetic, I don't mind. And I think a lot of games actually do a pretty good job with fair systems. I think Fortnite does a fair system for their free-to-play model, and their paid stuff isn't too overpriced. Apex can kind of be hit or miss. Infinite, it's pretty bad in my opinion, the Infinite store, but that's maybe a topic for another video. But MCC isn't free-to-play, and with that being said, if it truly is additive and nothing is changed, which I find it hard to believe that nothing will be changed in order for 343 to want to make money off of MCC. I find it hard to believe that they won't change anything, but if truly nothing is changed and we can still earn points the same way we've always been able to earn seasonal points, or now Spartan points, then I don't have as big of a problem with it. But it is kind of crazy to me that they're adding microtransactions to such old games. It kind of tarnishes the legacy that MCC is and the old games that are in that collection. It's supposed to be a celebration of Halo, and none of those games had microtransactions in them. Halo Reach through ODST never had microtransactions. We had map pack, DLC map packs, and that was it. And you got to pay for those, and you got all the maps for Halo 3 if you had the ODST second disc, so that is kind of irrelevant. Halo 4 also had its DLC packs, but never no kind of charge for any kind of currency in the games or anything like that. Halo Infinite obviously being the new exception to that. Halo 5 also had the rec system, so those had microtransactions. I just don't feel like it's honest to Halo's legacy. I am not a big fan of microtransactions, but like I said, if it is truly nothing changing with MCC, we could still earn season points or Spartan points the same way we always have, then I don't see it as big a problem. But still, it's just a big bad word, and I really don't believe in games that aren't free to play. Maybe MCC goes free to play eventually, but I don't believe it should. It's cheap enough as it is, always on sale, but I can't get past that big bad word. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below about MCC getting microtransactions. I expect a lot of the community to not be happy with this, but maybe you're on my side too as well, where you kind of understand if nothing's changing, maybe you don't care as much. But there's nobody who is right or wrong here. Honestly, you guys can all have your opinions about it. If it doesn't affect you and you don't care, so be it. If it does affect you and you think it's predatory, whatever, then voice your concerns, okay? I would like to get a discussion started in the comments section down below. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, everything. TikTok, all of it, at the Patman Gaming. I hope to catch you on either a previous video of mine or a future video of mine until that time comes. I'm your boy Patman, and I'm out.